On the Flanders sample that we've been doing in class, there are two edges, the right edge and the left edge. In order to connect the right edge, we are doing what is called a half Flanders. The stitch before it has the usual half stitch coming from the pin. On the edge, you have the two pairs that are used for the edge and the weaver. The pair from the half stitch and the weaver must be connected. The only way you can connect the edge is to use these two pairs. So we're going to do a whole stitch, which is part of the half Flanders. So it's a cross, twist, cross, twist. And what we're aiming for is that pinhole, which is right between these pairs. So after doing the cross, twist, we are going to go between these two pairs and place a pin in that pinhole. So now we have one of the pairs on each side of the pin. So these two are now connected, but we still have this extra pair. So the extra pair is the normal half stitch, which is part of the Flanders. So there's a half stitch. Then we go back to the middle two pairs. We again do a whole stitch. Cross, twist, cross, twist. And we tension up against the pin. So you've tensioned against the pin. It's now connected, except you have to always go back to the left-hand side and do the other half stitch. It's a whole stitch, half stitch, whole stitch, half stitch. We have the half stitch. So now we have a half stitch coming from the pin. The one that's on the right-hand side is now the weaver and goes out to the edge. Our edge is comprised of two whole stitches. So do a whole stitch with the pair next to it, cross, twist, and tension it up. Go to the very outside pair, do a whole stitch, cross, twist. The outside pair is going to go around the pin, so you give an extra twist and you put a pin in the pinhole, which is right there on the corner, or the next one down as you're working down your edge. You must close that pin with a whole stitch, cross, twist, and tension. The weaver is the one that I'm moving here. It must go through the next edge pair, which is also a whole stitch, cross, twist, and tension. That pair is now ready to go back into the next pair when we get to it. But we can't use it right now. We push all three pairs to the side. You pull down the next pair, which has a half stitch on it, the one you just completed, and the next two pairs for the next pin. We are heading for the pinhole, which is between those pairs. And by now I'm sure you know how to do a Flanders stitch. It's always a double stitch in the middle, tension, and put a pin in between those two pairs. Go to the left side, do a half stitch. Go to the right side, do a half stitch, cross, twist. Go back to the center two and do a whole stitch, cross, twist, and tension. Doesn't do much good to tension the half stitch before you do the whole stitch. Go back to the left side, do a half stitch, and go back to the right side, do a half stitch. Continue all the way down the row with your Flanders stitch. And I will see you on the left-hand side.